G'day guys and welcome back to the JFBS Supercoach channel. And today we're going to go through my initial first team reveal of my NBA Classic team. As you would have seen, the Supercoach announced the NBA being another Supercoach sport we can now play fantasy with. I would have been a bit surprised they didn't do NBA, but it's probably going to be the most difficult one to navigate out of all of them, just because of the fixtures and how there's teams that play two times this week, and then 3, 4, and even 5. So it's good to really time your runs of like who's going to be good and who's not going to be good, starting off the season or ending off the season or somewhere in the middle. It's going to be kind of like APL in the sense that you want to time which team has a good run of games rather than the APL teams, which team has an easy run coming up. So that's what I'll be going through. I watched a live stream, this Inside Sports, I'm pretty sure. They do NBA fantasy, and they had this link in their live stream, and it's really helpful for starting up your team. So as you can see, Chicago, Houston, New Orleans, Jazz, Nuggets, and Sixers all have 2. And then in week 8 and 9, most teams have 2, except for the Spurs and Sacramento. But yeah, it's good to follow back at this and go, well, we're in week 3, for example. Who's got a good run coming up? Or where was one? Houston have a really nice run home with their last 10. 9 of them are 4-gamers. And then you've got teams that have got 5 in here. And then sometimes the odd 2 here and there. But yes, I'm going to go through my team now. And I'll tell you my reasons why. 154 million between 15 players, 10 of them. It's a bit random, hey? 15 players, 1 flex. So is it 16 altogether? No, I'm an idiot. Don't worry, because it's not. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Ignore me. All right. I want to start off from point guards going down to the flex. So that's including the bench first as well. Let me just get the photo that I took up so I remember what my team was. All right, cool. So we're going to start off with our first premium player. Our first primo. It's going to be Cade Cunningham. Now, Cade come off a most improved season as a number 1 overall pick. Should have been Dyson, but still averaging great points, great assists and rebounds. A big guard, 6'7", 6'8". Now, key thing when you're choosing your point guards is that you don't really want to shoot like a scoring guard, because if you miss a shot, it's -1 point. So for a guy like Cam Thomas, where sure he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot, I wouldn't go for him because they're just going to chuck shots. All of those Brooklyn players, because they are arguably the weakest team at the moment. But yes, going back to Cade, he's 6'7". He can score from all 3 levels from the court. He can pass. He's a great passer and rebounds the ball for a great height. I think it's great. You could go Luka Doncic. I think he turns the ball over a little bit more than Cade, but still it's a 3-point difference, and it's a $1.7 million difference. Shai Gilgeous is a decent option as well, but it's just probably a bit too expensive for my liking. I know it's because he scored 35. He's averaged 35 points last year, but I don't know. I just don't trust it because he shoots the ball a lot, and there's going to be an off night where you captain him, and he's just he scores 20, so that's 20 points there, but then he misses 15 shots, for example, and then that's -15, unfortunately. But yeah, going back to Cade, James Harden's not bad. He does turn the ball over a lot, and there'll be nights. I remember I had him in fantasy last year. he had like 10 turnovers. He'll have a game where he has like 8 to 10 turnovers. Lillard, I mean, I think everyone knows he's not playing next year. So, and same with Tyrese, not good options to go for. Anthony Edwards being that first scoring option for Minnesota puts me off. I'm surprised 27% have gone with him. Kyrie's not playing. Trae Young would be a horrible pick if you ever choose it. That 3%, I'm sorry, but that's not a nice pick because he doesn't play any defense either, whereas Cade does. But that's the same with Brunson. Maxi's, I probably prefer Maxi over all of them. Brunson does pass the ball a bit. Wouldn't go Steph. Booker, you could, but at the same time, he doesn't have much help at Phoenix. I mean, he does, but like he's going to be going back to the primary shot taker. Um, before KD was on the team, he had that point guard role. Scotty Barnes, interesting. It wouldn't be a bad option going him. Got Tyler Hero, Jamal. I nearly call him James Murray. Jamal Murray, Giddy. Spoiler alert, I will pick him up later. Dyson Daniels is a bit expensive, which is okay, which is interesting. But yeah, those are some options of who you should take and who you should not take. But my other point guards, he'll surely be a highly owned player. Ooh, maybe not. Now I did say try and not pick Brooklyn players because they chuck shots up. But Igor Demon or Yegor Demon, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but I've listened to this podcast and they said he's looking like to be starting. So a rookie already starting for Brooklyn is a great shout. It's just I'm not going to expect the best from him, if that makes sense. Like I'm not going to expect nowhere near Cade Cunningham, but nothing like Andrew Nemhard, who's a great option actually. But yeah, rookie starting. He's going to be starting every game, hopefully. But yeah, that's my second pick. I don't really know much about him. My on the bench is Dylan Harper. Came out from Rutgers with Ace Bailey. And he's going to be behind a couple guards. Like he's going to be behind Vassell, Castle, Fox. He's still going to play some minutes, but, I'm going to have him on the bench because both of these two are going to be starting. Shooting guards, we have got. Is he highly owned here? No. Can't find it. There he is. Jalen Williams. 6'5", small forward. He's actually a pretty efficient scorer. And coming off a championship, he's going to get better. He gets rebounds. He actually passes the ball a lot. He played point guard back in like college or high school. So he's got that playmaking mentality. So he knows like who to pass and when to pass. But yeah, definitely a good shout for him. Now, my next pick, you'd think it'd be someone like Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum's gone like for the year. Porzingis has been traded. They've made a couple questionable moves where you're like, I don't think they're going to be competing as much next year. And your first mind goes, well, let's get Jaylen Brown. Well, just because he's the next one up, I reckon it's not going to be any good, I'll be honest. So I'm actually going to go for another Celtics player, Derek White. Now, there's another Celtics player you can go with, Peyton Pritchard as well, but I don't think you can have two of them, of White and Pritchard. White's going to have his role elevated. He's actually a really efficient scorer. He's great on defense. He gets blocks for a guard and plenty of steals. He's a menace. I love him. He's a great player. And on offense, he passes the ball. He's a true guard. But yeah, that is my starting shooting guards there. And on the bench, I'm going to go with a very budgeted option of Nikola Topic. He was a late lottery pick last year for OKC, I think. He's coming back from an ACL, so I'm not expecting anything. He's the only guy I'm really going for, like, just there. But yeah, I've got not much to really say. For centers, a lot of people, 36% of people going Jokic. Sure, go for a high price guy. Like I think it's like an 8-point difference between him and Giannis is, something. But it's 5 mil. And believe it or not, like 5 mil is actually quite a bit in this. Like you look at Anthony Davis and Victor, like you want to go Victor and you've got to make up 800,000, which I know that sounds stupid, but it's kind of hard to find at the start. So that's why I'm not going Jokic, even though I would love him to be on my team. I was trying to see if I could get a team with Giannis and Jokic on the team, but Giannis, oh, I've just spoilt it. He's my power forward. With Damian Lillard gone to Portland, they don't have much of a playmaking backcourt, and the ball's going to be in his hands. He's going to bring the ball up, I reckon. He's a fabulous scorer, and he's an excellent defender. He gets rebounds like a lot. I know you probably know this already, but I'm just telling you the reasons why. And then assists. I reckon it's going to go up. He averaged 6 assists last year with Damian Lillard not bringing up the ball and Miles Turner coming into play, replacing Brook Lopez. And then now you've got um, like almost like a Dwight Howard situation in the Magic back in his prime, where he's going to drive in instead of post scoring, and he's going to dish it out. That's how he's going to get assists, and that's what's going to really bump up his score as well. I think this is an excellent pick. 29%, it should be higher in my opinion. But going back to centers, we're going with Domantas Sabonis. So kind of similar to Giannis as well. Like we've all known, he is a triple-double threat. He doesn't score as much. He kind of lacks on the defensive side. He can't really jump that high. But I think he's a pretty good pick with your assists and rebounds because assists and rebounds are 1 point. So it doesn't really matter. But Sabonis is definitely a pick that I really like going forward. Small forwards. Let me just bring my photo back up. Sorry. Small forwards. Oh, yeah, cool. Mentioned him before, and we're going to go Josh Giddey. His back end of the year was like exceptional. It's really fun to watch towards the end of last year when Zach LaVine left. You know, he got that elevated role of, I think he was starting beforehand, but he's got the ball in his hands more. That's where you saw just these crazy triple doubles just flying out. Like it's it's really cool and it's really fun to watch an Aussie guy just really excel. And hopefully next year will be the same. He got his 100 million over 4 years. He's set for life there. I think he's going to be a very popular own. I mean, 22% wouldn't go Paolo, honestly. For an extra mil, he chucks shots up as well. Like, I know he gets rebounds and stuff, but no, I would not get him because he's going to be a bit inconsistent, in my opinion. He can go for 40 and he can go for 10. And same with Concanipple. Like, he just seems like a shoot first guy. Anyways, first, you're probably screaming at me going, Cooper Flag is right there. Don't worry. He's my small forward. He'll be starting easily. Imagine a team of AD wanting to be on the bench and they've got like Gafford and then Flag. That is, first of all, defensively with AD and Flag, unbelievable. I mean, this kid's got probably the most promising future out of any rookie I've probably seen. Like, this kid could still be in high school like last season or last year. This could have been his first year in college. Just imagine what the NBA will be like for him next year, where it should have been his first year of NBA next year, but now reclassifying. Oh, I forgot my center here. Sorry. Just like ADHD moment right there. But yeah, Flag, brilliant, brilliant option. Okay, my backup center. Sorry about that. Doesn't seem he's that popular. Or am I? No, he's here. Only 6% owned. This is one that I was listening to that podcast saying that Jay Huff, he's going to be starting now that Isaiah Jackson coming back from an ACL injury. And you've got, I don't know if they cut Wiseman. I feel like they did. And obviously Miles Turner's gone. I think Jay Huff is a brilliant option. He also gets blocks too and rebounds. Like defensively is really good. So I'm really excited. And he shoots the ball at a high level. I'm really excited what he can do in that starting role. Now back to speed. Back up small forwards, I'm pretty sure is, yeah, Ace Bailey. I know he's a bit of a worry pick, but I think the Jazz are stupid enough to play him enough because he initially didn't want to go to Utah. Hopefully his mind's changed because, you know, his attitude really pissed me off, I'll be honest, just saying I just want to go to either of these two teams. But yeah, the Jazz took a punt on him, even though, they weren't he wasn't interested and like sure he's a great player, but he's I don't like his personality and I'm a bit worried. But at the same time, like to keep up with 50% of the league, why not get him? All right, from my other starting power forward role, I think if you don't have Martis Buzelis, I think you're doing something wrong, personally, because second year, like with Giddy, back into the year, thought he played great. Um, Second year, hope, and only for 6 mil for a second year player, it's pretty good. Backup power forward. Now, he would be highly owned. There he is, Jalen Williams. It's interesting there because he's come up from an injury. I need to have a look actually. Who were there? Who was Oklahoma City's big man? Where am I going? Oh, actually, let's just do this. So they've got Hartenstein and Holmgren. They like interchange and sometimes even start them both. And then it'd be Jalen Williams. You'd think. I don't really know much about Sorba. I can't really see because of the recording there. There's another bloke down there. Oh, if I did lowest price, what was the point of doing that? Just wasted 10 seconds of my life. But yes, Jalen Williams, Matt, just one injury away, not hoping for it, and he's right there, and he'll be getting some decent minutes, like 15 minutes a game. Definitely what you need. Now, this last pick for my team, I was surprised this guy was this low, but it kind of makes sense. Is he highly owned? Oh, Nemhard's a good option, in my opinion, but he might be a shot chucker, I'll be honest, because, he'll probably be starting at that point guard position in the absence of Tyrese for the whole year. I just don't know. I'm a bit scared. And if I could, I would try and find him a spot here. Like, seriously, I had even Lonzo Ball's a really good option too. Um, Here he is at 12%. We got Larry Markkinen giving us $1.2 million left in the bank. I was surprised when I saw his 11.1 million. Uh, but when you really think about it, he doesn't get rebounds. But now that John Collins is gone, maybe he gets more. And Walker Kessler gets a lot. So maybe his rebounds go up a little bit. He's playing Euro basketball at the moment. I haven't kept up with it much, but I've seen a post or two talking about him. So hopefully he's back to his best like he was at his most improved year and the year after. Last year was a bit slower, unfortunately. But yeah, he'll be their main scoring option. Also that Colin Sexton's gone. Who else do Utah have actually? Now that I'm just drawing a blank of who plays there. Walker Kessler, 16 mil. Wow. Keontae George, he'll take a lot of shots. And they got Nurkic Filipowski. Huh. Well, Walton Clayton Jr. is an interesting pick as well. But yeah, I go Lowry. He'll be starting small forward. He'll be great. Some other guys you could probably go with. I'll do most owned if there's, in my opinion, Edgecombe. It's probably good when you get when like Paul, like if Maxi or George or McCain, like he's behind these guys. Even Eric Gordon, maybe I'm not sure how they rate Edgecombe, but like he's just one injury away, and I think he can slot in and do some decent damage. Jokic, I've went over him before. Doncic, if you got like, it's your choice. It's Cade or Doncic, but I don't even can't even afford him. So There's no point doing that. What else is there? Knipple. He just seems like a shoot first guy, and normally those type of guys in the NBA just struggle at the start, and it's a bit of a hard read for him. So, like Charlotte's going to be a bit of a a shot chucking team as well, that because they've brought Sexton and Lamelo down there. Nemhard touched on him a bit. Touched on him. No, that's fucking weird. Touched. I'm just going to say we've talked about him. Oh my god, Anthony Edwards and Paolo, they're in the same bracket. They're the first option. They put up a lot of shots, and there will be off nights for them because of those missed shots. At -1, it'll be really bad. So I wouldn't go that route personally. Victor Wembanyama, like if you can afford him over Sabonis and you think Victor's good, maybe I try and do. Maybe I try and like work something out and get Victor because I would like him. I really would like him because he's getting like I said, like not number one scoring option, but no one can guard him, and he gets a lot of rebounds and like blocks. He could average 4 blocks a game if he could. I didn't mention Colin Murray Boyles, or did I? This is flex, yeah. Oh, has this changed? I didn't. Yeah, I didn't mention him. I don't know much about him, so don't. If you think he's going to be good, then trust your own gut over mine. Jalen Brown talked about him. Don't go that way. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 22 mil. You can. I don't mind it. I just like Cade over him. Just you're saving 4.5 mil, and you're getting him. It's great. Jaron McCain. That's an interesting option of 12%. I don't know. You'd have to test the waters first. SARS are not interesting, and Wells are interesting, and Whitmore. These three, that would be cool. Would be really cool if I could get all of them. Like, imagine I'd just have to get rid of Sabonis and like move Giannis up there and have like Cam Whitmore up like as a power forward or SAR, and I'm saving 9 mil, and then I could scratch like Jalen Williams or Topic for like these blokes. Would be interesting. Maybe like I'll definitely make some updated team reveals and stuff when it comes to closer to the season of the NBA, and some injury news and like guys you shouldn't go for, guys you should go for. So maybe those three are some decent options. Devin Booker, if you're going to go, I can back it. I can back you going for it, but for me, Şengün, I'm surprised he's not higher, but his shots are going to get taken away even more. Not that he takes a lot, but you know with Kevin Durant being there, I don't know. Donovan Mitchell, nah. At first glance, you go, oh, at 14 mil, Donovan Mitchell, like, in my opinion, he's like top three shooting guards in the league. So I can understand you going with him. Armin Thompson, he's a great defensive player, and he knows not to shoot shit shots. I don't know much about Derek Queen and Trey Johnson, but you can go with them because they're rookies. That's you're more than welcome to do that. Dyson Daniels is interesting. If he was 10 mil, I would get him easily. Just for that price mark, he's not a cone on offense, but just he can't create the best shots on his own. I can definitely see him doing it in the future, but just don't know about now. Also with Trae Young, taking a lot of shots, and now you got Kristaps Porzingis in the mix. Yeah, LeBron, don't pick him. He played. I mean, a lot of these blokes play around 60, like the late 60s, early 70s games. Like, he's just deteriorating. Maybe for fun, because it's LeBron, sure. Tillman, I was thinking of it. I could still go that route, I'll be honest, considering he's a centre power forward. Let's have a look at Boston. Who's their, like, starting centre? Like, Boucher. Boucher is going to be there. Or Nemus Quetta. Got Luca Garza. I don't know how he fits in all that because I actually rate him as a player, but obviously he only played 30 games. So there's obviously a flaw there that I don't see, unfortunately. Let's scroll back down. Seth, hmm, interesting option. Wouldn't go that route. If I could figure out a way where I could get Lonzo and like Nemhard and like instead of these two, I'd do it in a heartbeat because Darius Garland is apparently injured and won't play until like late November. So that's a good month of Lonzo starting for Cleveland. If there is a way I can fit him in, I do need I still have a month to find out what's good for the team. Kevin Durant, nah, wouldn't go. Jalen Green's interesting. He is a shot chucker, but new team something might happen, something might change. Oh, I just don't know. Zachary Rissachere. Oh, I can't even pronounce his name, unfortunately. Uh, you could go. That's yeah. I mean, but if you think hard, like sure, I think that's an interesting option. But he's he's going to be the third or fourth scoring option behind Jalen Johnson, who will be a really good pick if you pick him up. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting him and splashing cash somewhere else, and maybe not having Sabonis, for example, because of defensive work. Yeah, interesting pick if you go him. Reed Shepard, only cheap 4 mil. Did play. He did play 52 games, but he didn't get many minutes. Hopefully, his role can get elevated, but I just wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't trust it at the moment. We'll just go through the top 50. Why not? Alex Tui, knowing because I'm a Warriors fan, and I think everyone knows as well, but knowing Steve Kerr, he will play him, and I reckon he'll start him in within the first 2 months because he randomly loves just random players and especially second round picks. Bronny, you're doing yourself a really shit favour of having him on your team. I mentioned Pritchard before with Derek White. I'd only have one of each, but because you could have a team of Pritchard, Jalen Brown, and Derek White, he might still come off the bench, but I think I'm going White over Pritchard just for defensive stat reasons. Stephon Castle, not for 9. Nah, I wouldn't. Nah, I'm not going to go. I wouldn't. Never, I don't think I would go Castle. There's better, more valued options than Castle at that point guard, shooting guard area. Just wouldn't go it. Pascal's interesting. Also, wouldn't go that way just because he's their number one scoring option. It's kind of funny. Like I look at my team, and you've got number one scoring option: one, two, three, three first scoring options. Like if you have more than five, you're kind of pushing it. I won't lie. So it would be smart if you went with Pascal. But yeah, that's the most top 50 owned and what I think so far. And I'll make a separate video leading up to it. Who do you or who I think will be a good option, and I'll make a list and everything. But yeah, I might shuffle it around after this video and see like what I can do to fit I can move Giannis to the center and take Sabonis out and get a Jalen Johnson. How much is he? I'm trying to. Where's Atlanta? Top one there, idiots. 17 mil. Ooh. I would like him because it's kind of like a funky pick. I had him in fantasy last year before he got injured. He's a bit of a funky pick, I reckon. I'd highly rate if you went that route, but anyways. But yeah, that's my team. Let's just save it for now. I have 1.2 left over. I think it's a pretty good team. Every player, like except for Topic and Williams, I can pretty much guarantee they will be playing, and everyone starting here will be a starter, and even Huff will be starting, and potentially Ace Bailey, but who knows? That prick's weird. Looking at the weeks as well, it's going to be really weird. So you might have to like plan your trades the night before. But this is what really weirds me out is that the end of this round is the Monday, and then the start of next round is that same Monday. So it's just super weird. I don't understand it. Anyways, thank you for watching the NBA team first initial review. I'll sure to make more videos like this when the NBA starts to come up soon. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, thank you. Cheers.